So today we'll be going over Gramática 4.2, right? So 4.2, and this is in your textbook on pages 129 to 130. All right, but this PowerPoint that we're going to begin with has all of the information that's there in your textbook. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something called stem changing verbs, and as it tells us here, these deviate from the normal pattern of regular verbs. So when a stem changing verbs are conjugated, they have a vowel in the last syllable of the stem, where there's a vowel change. All right, so here are a few examples. Well, let's look at empezar, which if you remember, I guess you haven't seen this verb yet, but empezar means to begin or to start. So you see that the E is highlighted, that's where the stem change takes place, and that E turns into an IE. And then the endings are the same for the yo, tú, él, usted, nosotros, and ustedes, ellos, and ellas, okay? So here you see that it says empiezo, all right? Here's another type of a stem change. This is an O to UE stem change. So take the verb volver, which means to return. The O is the stem change vowel, turns into UE, so you have vuelve, and you say vuelvo, right? And then vuelves, etc. So these are the two type of stem changes we'll be looking at today, the E to IE here and the O to UE. Now the stem change doesn't happen in the nosotros form. It also doesn't happen in the vosotros form, but we don't use that form, so we really only need to know this one. So for instance, for empezar you say empiezo, empiezas, empieza. The stem change goes away here, empezamos, and then comes back here, empiezan. But you notice that the endings are the same. You're conjugating the endings just like regular AR verbs, right? So o, as, a, amos, an. That part stays the same. This is just an additional step where we have to change the stem and these particular type of verbs. And how do you know if it's a stem change? Well, it'll always, in the book, it'll always have this little, these parentheses here, and it'll tell you that it's an E to an IE stem change, okay? Here are some examples. Los chicos empiezan a hablar de su visita al cenote. Ellos vuelven a comer en el restaurante. All right? So as I already said, there's the O to UE type of stem change, and the same thing occurs here where the nosotros form doesn't have the stem change. So you say vuelvo, vuelves, vuelve, volvemos. So that's just a normal conjugation, and then vuelven. So again, this isn't, because volver is an ER verb, you see the endings are the same for an ER verb, right? So O, S, E, hemos, and en. So I just really want to emphasize that the conjugation is the same as we've been learning, for AR, ER, and IR verbs, with the additional step if it's a stem change, which will be indicated, like I said before, with a parentheses, and I'll tell you the type of stem change, right? So an O to UE, the additional step of the vowel has a stem change in those forms, in the yo, tú, usted, él, ella, ustedes, ellos, ellas. I already talked about this. This is how they'll appear, right? So you'll see these little parentheses next to the verb, which will tell you that those are the type of stem change it is. All right, so here's some common stem changing ones. So E to IE, we have cerrar, comenzar, a, empezar a. They both mean to begin, synonyms. Entender, pensar, perder, preferir, y querer, right? And then some common O to UE, almorzar, contar, dormir, encontrar, mostrar, poder, to be able to, recordar, to remember, and volver, which we already saw. So jugar is also considered a stem change. It's the only verb, it's a very strange one, that has a U to a UE stem change. There's also followed by an A when the name of the sport, the game is mentioned, right? So you say, ella juega al tenis y al golf. Los chicos juegan al fútbol. So that one is just like it says here, it's the only verb that has that pattern. It's a weird one, but because it's the only one, it's actually pretty easy to remember. But just like all the other ones in the nosotros form, you do not do the stem change. So if you want to say we play, it would just be jugamos, right? You wouldn't say juegamos. No stem change there. All right, comenzar y empezar with which both mean to start or to begin, require a afterwards. So comienzan a jugar, so they begin playing at 7. Ana empieza a escribir, starting to write a postcard. Okay, and that's it for the PowerPoint. So we're going to do a few activities. I recommend you have your textbook handy. We're going to start with a homework assignment that you have due for Wednesday, which is the Inténtalo. Okay, we're going to do this together. And then I have one activity that you don't have. All right, so inténtalo. So it says fill in the blanks with the present tense forms of the indicated verbs. As usual, please pause the video in between so that you can, before I give the answer, so that you, pretend like we're in class, right? So just pause the video and then unpause it when you're ready to, when you think you have the answer, okay? And again, these are on pages 129 to 132. So it's quite easy. It gives us the verb. So for numbers 1 through 7, we're going to use the verb cerrar, which is an E to an IE stem change. And we're just going to simply conjugate the verb according to the subject. So it's ella. All right, so pause it. And we're back. So we say ella cierra, right? Cierra. Nosotros, pause it. And we're back. So remember, nosotros does not have the stem change. So we say cerramos, right? Mi hermano, pause it. We're back. So mi hermano is like saying él, right? So cierra, right? Número 4, yo, pause it. And we're back. Yo cierro, stem change, right? Usted, pause it. And we're back. Usted cierra. Oops, did I put too many R's there? I sure did. There are not 3 R's. Okay, número 6, los chicos, pause it. Welcome back. Los chicos cierran. Jeez, I'm really liking those R's today. Y número 7, tú, pause it. And we're back. Tú cierras. Muy bien. All right, so let's continue down here. We have the verb dormir, which is an O-to-U-E. Dormir means to sleep, which most everyone likes. All right, so we'll do the same pattern here. Número 8, yo no, pause it. And we're back. Yo no duermo. There's the stem change, right? Mis hijos no, pause it. Welcome back. Duermen. Ooh, not high. Duermen. Mis hijos no duermen. Okay, número 10, tú no, pause. Okay, volvemos. Tú no duermes. Tú no duermes. Número 11, usted no, pausa. Ok, volvemos. Usted no duerme. Usted no duerme. Muy bien. Número 12. Nosotros no. Pausar. Ok, volvemos. Nosotros no dormimos. All right, so here, careful. Remember, there's no stem change for the nosotros, and also this is an IR verb, right? So the ending is imos. Muy bien. 13. Él no. Pause. Volvemos. Él no duerme. Y número 14. Ustedes no. Pausa. Volvemos. Ustedes no duermen. Muy bien. Ok, voy a entregarlo. I'm going to turn it in. Let's see how we did, clase. ¡Ajá! ¡Mira! Lo hemos hecho. Right, so down here it says 28 of 28 points, 100%. Excelente. All right, so again, this is the activity Inténtalo, which you have due on Wednesday before class. So you will have an opportunity to do that again, okay? All right, we're gonna do one more activity for the afternoon for this short video. This activity you don't have, okay? This is an activity you don't have, but it's pretty easy. And again, this corresponds to pages 129, 132. The activity is not there, okay? That's the corresponding pages. So it says write complete sentences using the cues provided. So if we look at the modelo, we have ellos poder ganar el partido, and then that would turn into ellos pueden ganar el partido. So basically we're just conjugating the verb. That's really the only thing we need to do, okay? So we'll run through this. Número 1, Vicente y Francisco jugar al voleibol los domingos. Okay, pause it. And we're back. So we say Vicente y Francisco. So we have to conjugate jugar. Remember, that's the weird one that turns into a UE. Juegan el. Look, I want to put in the accent mark, so I click on this. Click on the O. It introduces it. Voleibol los domingos. Muy bien. Okay, let's go to número 2. Adela y yo empezar a tomar clases de tenis. Pause it. And we're back. Adela y yo. So this is saying like nosotros. Remember, anytime y yo, we have nosotros. So no stem change. Empezamos a tomar clases de tenis. Ajá, muy bien. Número 3. Ustedes volver de Cancún el viernes. Pause. And we're back. Ustedes, this is the stem change. Vuelven de Cancún. Look, I'm going to put in the accent over the U. Right? Cancún el viernes. Excelente. Ok, 4. Los jugadores de béisbol recordar el partido importante. Pause. And we're back. Los jugadores, they put in the accent over the E for béisbol. Right? You see how I did that? Béisbol. So here we have recordar, which is a UE stem change. So we say recuerdan, right? El partido importante. Recuerdan. Muy bien. 5. La profesora mostrar la palabra del vocabulario. Pause. We're back. La profesora. This is a U. Profesora. This is a UE stem change. Muestra las palabras del vocabulario. Muy bien. Muestra. Okay. 6. Harán preferir escalar la montaña de noche. Pause. Now we're back. Harán. So this is an IE stem change. Prefiere, right? Make sure it's on this E, not this E, not prefiere, right? So prefiere escalar la nope, over the wrong one. Montaña de noche. Okay. Okay, yo entender el plan de estudios. Pause. And we're back. So we don't need the yo, but this is an IE stem change. So we say entiendo el plan de estudios. Excelente. Okay, last one. Número 8. Cerrar los libros y te vas a dormir. Pause. And we're back. So again, we don't need the to. This is an IE stem change. So we say cierras los libros y te vas a dormir. Muy bien. All right, let's submit this and see how we did. Because I had a few spelling changes wrong, right? So we have harán, so it should be an N here, and I said libras, and it should be libros. But we got the verbs right, and that's what matters. Let's just retry it, because we want to make sure we did it well. All right, so let's go fix this and say harán, and then we'll go down here and fix this one and say libros. Let's try that. Excelente clase, lo hicimos.